And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
Well, they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Baker going to throw this right away.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On second down, Mayfield again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On third down, Mayfield.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Purdy off the play fake.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Purdy with it on third and long. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Purdy from the gun on third down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Johnson on the return.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
George Karlaftis.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete. Completion for 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Purdy looking to throw.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that will be incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Hunter Nice-Swander on the punt now on 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy from the gun. Throw out wide to Walker.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that is caught on Judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Purdy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 38, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Akers hit, he coughs it up, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A good pick up there. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The 30. 10. 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Purdy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
shotgun now with Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to find Allen Lazard.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Akers back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air. Unfortunately, fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Stephon Diggs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the NFC, a division matchup pitting New Orleans against Atlanta. And that game tied 21-all. In the second quarter, a lot of offense there. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Mac Hollins, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Diggs with a good footwork. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield now from the 50. It's complete to Diggs. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Sam Martin now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mayfield's throw complete there to Bateman.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing, Mayfield.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
First down, Mayfield.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's Mayfield.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Colts coming out now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. He'll get this to Lazard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Shaquille Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Mayfield. And Diggs has it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Fourth down, Mayfield. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield with it. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Mayfield.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Touchdown Colts.
Rashad Bateman.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but